Hi there again. Welcome to OVZ, Otaku-Verse Zero. I'm your host, Patrick Macias.
And I'm Yuasakawa.
And once again, we come to you from Tokyo, Japan with exciting stuff relating to anime, manga, games, and this time we're going to do robots! Robots! Okay, so what do you think of when I say Japanese robots? What comes to your mind, the first thing?
Shaped like human and a bit old style.
How do you mean old style?
Means they cannot walk.
Oh, kind of old-fashioned? Did you research any robots when you did some of your voice acting? Have you ever played a robot character?
Robot? Robot. I don't know what's the difference between robot and android.
Okay.
Kind of, but
mechanical people. Yeah, maybe the same. I think that. Have you played an android?
Vocaloid is android.
Oh, that's right. And your emotion, do you try to feel like I'm a machine now? I'm not a human being. Do you get in a robot state of mind or?
No, I didn't.
Not really.
Vocaloid is kind of different style to acting. Just I gave her my pieces of my voices.
Oh, I understand. I understand.
I didn't
Just
have
little
to
bits.
act.
Okay. And also, you piloted robots before in Super Robot Tyson.
Yes.
Right. So you must know a lot about the subject of giant humanoid robots that fly around and save the Earth from alien invaders and stuff like that. But this time, this report, we went to a robot store in Akihabara called V-Stone, and we saw some state-of-the-art Japanese robots. So let's take a look at that report. We are here in Akihabara outside a store called V-Stone. And inside the store are robots, and robots of all different sizes, shapes, and configurations. And one thing they all have in common is that you can actually play with them. You can actually get down and manipulate these robots. So let's go inside and do some of that right now. Well, here we are in the store. I guess this table's called the Challenge Corner. So what do we have here? Well, it looks like we've got a roach problem. すみません、これは何ですか?
これは、太陽の光で動くロボットです。
Solar-powered roaches and grasshoppers. 他のものはいいですか?
ではセンサーを使って動くロボットを紹介したいと思います。
ちょっと見たいです。Okay. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Oh my gosh, it's actually following that line with pinpoint accuracy. Is it possible for someone to make their own line, to make their own track?
新しいコースを作ることもできます。でそれを今からやってみたいと思います。
Seems you can. Okay, we got some state-of-the-art electrical tape here. Looks like we're going for some hairpin turns. Oh my god, it works. It actually works. And it's no problem for the robot racer. Yes. And what is this astonishing thing you have here?
はい、これは制御工学の、学習用の教材です。こちらについているセンサーで倒れないように動かすプログラムが入っています。
Okay, and can we see this bad boy in action? Wow, it's kind of like a robo-segway. How cautiously it chooses its path. You could put some laser guns on this and make a Terminator movie, I guess. But for research purposes only, not a toy, don't try this at home, etc.
ちょっとぐらいつついてるですね。
Great balance. You can take a hit to the front or the back, and it keeps on ticking. And do you have any other exciting items you can possibly show me here at the Robot Center? What the heck? Oh my god, it's like a little person that can walk around. Can I play with your robot?
はい、じゃあやってみてください。
Oh, wow, okay. I think I've seen one of these before. It looks like some sort of video game controller. Okay, up. Well, look at that. Let me guess, this is going to go back. All right, now I'm going to do a barrel roll. Okay, wait, that's the side step. So we've got a fairly complicated dance routine going here. Okay, combination. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Let's try that again, shall we? That never gets old. So, what kinds of people exactly are into robots in Japan? What kind of people buy them?
小さい子ではもう小学校に上がる前のようなちっちゃな子から、もう定年してリタイアした60歳以上のおじいさんとかもよく来られています。で、多くはやっぱり例えば自分のスキルをアップさせたいとか、そういう社会人の方とか、秋葉原なのでそういう電子部品を探して来られる方も多いです。
So, are you personally interested in robotics? I mean, how does someone end up working in a store like this?
もともとはですね、大学でロボットの研究をしていまして、で、面白いロボットを作っている会社を見つけたので、こう書き込むように入りました。はい。
How fast is robot technology evolving in Japan? Where do you think these robots will be, say, in 5 to 10 years?
そうですね、今後は次々と新しいロボットが人間の家庭に入っていくようになっていくと思います。例えば掃除ロボットだったりとか、なんかこう役に立つロボットですね。そういうのがどんどんみんなの家庭に入っていくと思います。
What do you think about this? What do you think about this incredible little robot we brought back from V-Stone?
This is a robot for me.
Yeah, you want it? Is this about the speed you're moving at right now? Is this what you want? What's he looking for? This is like the best thing about him is just this slightly lost quality. It's like, where am I? Who am I? What am I doing here?
It's so cute.
He's a little blue. But, I think in America, my impression of that store is like, in Japan, robots are kind of a positive thing. In the future, we'll all have robots that will help us, get along in our daily lives, especially human-shaped kind of robots. And I think in America or other parts of the world, people are a little more cautious about let's all make robots that look like people, do things like people do. But that seems less, because I think we're all kind of worried about the rise of the machines, like in your favorite movie, Terminator. Someday those robots might, just figure, why shouldn't we just take over this whole game? But in Japan, things are a little different. Maybe like Astro Boy or something like that. People feel like robots, it's okay if they look human, if they act human.
Astro Boy is Atom?
Tetsuwan Atom, Astro Boy.
That's why I think we think robot is shaped like a human or Cyborg 009?
Cyborg 009? Yeah.
Is very
no, 009.
009 is okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
And we have many kinds of robot or android, but they shaped all like a human.
Yeah, even at the robot store, you saw many examples of humanoid-shaped robots. And the weirdest one to me, like that wasn't humanoid at all, was like the Gokiburi, the robot, the solar-powered cockroaches and the grasshoppers. It's like, why would you want to make more? Are there not enough real cockroaches in the world that Japan has to start making little tiny mechanical ones?
Yes.
I don't know. It seemed a little strange to me.
Did you buy that one?
I didn't. It was actually about $5 US, which seems pretty cheap for a solar-powered cockroach. I don't know. I thought maybe it would be about $20 or something like that, but it's about $5, about 400 yen. Yeah, it's kind of cheap. So that's very affordable. If you want to go there, if you go to V-Stone, they have a big pile of the roaches. Or something like that. So if you could have any kind of robot in the world invented for you, what would you want? What do you need a robot for?
I want Terminator.
You want the Terminator. What would you do with the Terminator?
Terminator.
Do you need to terminate someone?
Yes, I have someone.
Oh, okay.
To
terminate.
Yes.
You can take them out. Okay.
How about you?
I need a robot maid that can clean up my otaku house because it's really messy and I'm always getting yelled at by my wife to clean up. Yeah, I mean, there is the Roomba, right? There is a vacuum cleaning robot.
I want Roomba.
Really, really. But that's not enough. I need something that can do the dishes, that can, clean the ceiling and stack all my DVDs, and yeah, I need pretty serious help in that department.
I want Roomba. But I think the room should be
circular,
bigger.
Oh,
to use Roomba because Roomba size is this size, I think. So my room is very tiny,
I see.
small.
I see.
So Roomba cannot work very well, I think.
But yeah, another thing in that store that was really crazy was that, they had robots for kids. They had the Tamiya Model Company who normally makes like tanks and airplanes and military machines. They also make robot models for kids, mechanical. There's like the walking pig. There's a wooden robot dinosaurs. And the weirdest one was the solar-powered Doraemon. Is it called the Solemon Go? Solamon Go. The box is really great because it's a giant, Doraemon and Nobita's inside, smiling, driving it around. It'd be great. It's clearly Japan wants to build, pardon me, someday they want to build giant robots. I mean, there is the Gundam that was in Odaiba, the 1/1 scale Gundam, and also now it's in Shizuoka, I think. But I really wish they would build a Doraemon at some point that actually works, or the car, the solar-powered Doraemon car would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you feel about Japanese robots now after seeing the report? Are you impressed, or do you think we have a long way to go?
Yeah, I'm impressed because I know a robot is like this, only this is my image.
Toy
for
robots.
So
now you can get a bigger one that can roll over and walk back and walk forward.
It's only moving forward.
The Remocon, this one only walks forwards, but it also, this never gets old. The head also turns from side to side, and the arms do that. But one other interesting thing about that store is they have a strong kind of educational component. They teach classes to kids how to program that one robot that traces a line. And, the guys who work in the store, like they said in the interview, they themselves studied robotics. I always figure, people in off the streets are just, I just need hey man, I need a job. Can I work in your robot store? But no, these guys are actually, really highly skilled in the field of robotics, and they were always just programming things and stuff like that on the fly. So, better living through science and technology. I feel like Japan is in very good hands with the robots.
Not only these kind of small things, but now robot is
getting bigger.
Have a kind of a computer or AI system inside of it.
Well, in order to program it, in order to make it, do different things, they plug it in like with a USB port, and they program it to, move a certain direction, program different moves, and also they can program them to play soccer, program their sensors to detect different things. So yeah, and also communication robots to talk to people, like say like you're really lonely, and no one will talk to you. Common enough problem in Japan probably. And it'll say things like konnichiwa, and then you will say
genki, konnichiwa.
Hi, hi, genki desu. Yeah, it's fascinating.
It felt me more lonely, I think.
It'd make you feel even lonelier to have a robot talk to you. Well, I actually have something to communicate to the audience and yourself now, and it's time to wrap up the show. But before we do, it's time for I think this is the most thrilling part of doing this program with you, and this is when you read aloud the email address where people can send us questions and comments that I promise you someday we'll get around to answering on the air. But before they do that, they have to know the email address. So hit them hard, man.
ovz@kzstation.com.
Wow, very robotic of you. Okay, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. Now I remember I have a R2D2 robot.
Oh, really?
In my house.
What does it do?
R2D2 has a AI kind of
really?
system. So if I talk to him,
you do have a communication robot.
Yes.
Okay.
But first time that R2D2 doesn't like me, so we have to communicate a lot.
You had to become friends first. Okay. That was interesting.
I'm sorry. Now.
No, okay.